Well, good morning, creative stampers. I'm back for another card a day in the month of May. And today, happy Cinco de Mayo. And I have the absolute perfect card for you to make today. Okay, before I get started though, have you ever been like you got this great idea for a card, but you can't find the right designer paper to go with it? So I want to show you today in today's card tutorial how to do that simply with some markers and ruler and a pencil. And we're going to make the background for our card today. I'm really excited about that. For those of you who do not know me, welcome. This is Creating with Kristina, and I am Kristina Reese. I love what I do. Good morning again, Kim. How are you? Anyway, so I'm Kristina Reese, and I love helping paper crafters make a difference with their creativity. And what I mean by that is cards are changing the world, especially right now during COVID. Sending cards has just been a blessing to so many people. I've seen so many testimonials about how the cards just really brighten their day and really help them get through, or helping them get through these difficult times. Because it's something that they can put on display and look at all day long. It's not like an email where you don't see it anymore. So making handmade cards is pretty darn important, especially right now. Okay, with that, hey, good morning, Dorothy. How are you? So we're going to learn how to make background paper. Let's get started. So, like I said, this is a card a day in the month of May, and let me switch to my down view. There we go. I'm trying to use up all the stamps that are going to be retiring, and if you don't have this stamp, oh look, you can see my circle light ring there in the reflection. Okay, there we go. This is the cutest stamp set, but it will not be available after May. Okay, won't be available after May. If you've got a graduate, I've got a cute little thing here. You did it. We're going to use Taco Bout. Awesome, because today's Cinco de Mayo, and of course you've got to have tacos on Cinco de Mayo. But there's also this cute cactus, this chinchilla. I've used the baby carriage. I forget which card it was, but just a few days ago for my new grandbaby that's coming in October, retirement, happy birthday, thank you very much. So lots of amazing, this is a great card stamp set for all kinds of occasions. So if you don't have it, go to my shop. The link will be in the description when I'm done, and get the stamp set for yourself. Okay, so how to make backgrounds. You're going to need a ruler, and I use a T-square ruler. Just get this at any craft store. It just helps my lines stay even. And I'm just doing half of the paper, and my paper is 5.5, so half of that would be 2 3/4. And of course you need a very light touch pencil. You don't want to do this real dark, but 5 3/4 right there, and I just do it a couple times so I get a straight line there. And then I come over here and just real light. And now what I'm doing, so my card opens this way. I want my stripes to be up here. Whoops, my card opens this way. I want my stripes to be up here. We're just going to put stripes at every 1/4 inch. So I just happen to know that that line there is at a 1/4 inch, so I'm just going. And it doesn't matter if it's not a 1/4 inch. It can be any inch you want, but just super light, because you got to erase these when you're done. Especially since I'm using a color yellow today. All right, and I wish I had done most of this already for you. This is going to take a minute. Well, while I am making these lines here, tell me some stuff about you guys. What are y'all doing today? I know some of you are working. My husband finally got the okay to work at home, so he's calling his patients from home now. I am so excited for him. He works for the VA. Oh no, I got that one crooked. That's okay. Even though I'm using a T-square, I messed up. Can't talk and write at the same time. Okay, that one's good. That one's messed up. All right. So let me back it up and redo this one. Anyways, he works for the VA, and they have been kind of a stinker about privacy. And not a stinker, I mean, obviously you have to have patient security stuff. It's just the government takes forever. Our regular hospitals have all been on the bandwagon for a while. But anyways, I'm rambling on. Okay, today, hey, who of you guys are, of course, we don't drink margaritas in this house, but we are going to have tacos for dinner tonight. Are you guys going to have tacos for dinner? Working. Scrapbooking! All right, Dorothy. Oh, you're doing Zumba. Very nice. That's very South American. I love it. Okay, we're almost done. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Except for those couple of bad lines there. Now, just, this is so easy. I'm not using the ruler to do the lines on the card because I want the lines to be, look hand-drawn, and so my shaky hand will do that. But I wanted the guide to at least keep in the same way. And so I'm just starting, and I'm using the paintbrush in, and I'm just going up. And of course, you know, I'm going to go back and forth with all the colors. So, yay! So this is a simple background design. You can do all kinds. You can go back across and make like a grid. You could go at an angle. That would be cool too. Okay, this is where I messed up on my line, so I have to be careful that I do the correct one. Yeah, you can do fat lines and then go back with the skinny side of the marker and do skinny lines. That would be really cool. So there's all kinds of ways to make background paper. Another way to make background paper is just to stamp all over it with a random stamp. That's a fun way too. But I thought this would be cool because these are our retiring colors. And I love these. And I thought they were so perfect for Cinco de Mayo. I mean, red, yellow, and green. How pretty is that? Don't want to lose count here. After yellow comes red. Woo. Oh, they're having a special Cinco de Mayo on Zumba tonight. Oh, how fun. I like that idea. Okay. Yellow, red. And green. All right, now I'm going to let that ink dry for a minute because when you use the eraser on wet ink, you'll make a mess. You don't want to do that. All right, let that dry for a sec while we make our taco. So here we have our taco. Now, because I'm coloring with water-based ink here, I need to make sure I use the opposite, the StazOn, the permanent ink for the outline. And I'm using my Stamparatus because this ink is not as, sometimes it doesn't stamp very well. Yeah, I can already see it's having troubles this morning. I don't know why it does that, but. And I wanted to make sure I got a good, well, I can't believe it. It did it perfect the first time. Okay, now permanent ink, I can't use my water sponge if I let it sit too long, but sometimes I can. If it's still wet, I can use the water sponge. Yeah, just a little bit. If you let it sit there too long, you've got to get out the fancy ink cleaner to clean it off with. But if you get it off when it's still a little bit wet, you can do it. All right, so that's our Talk About Awesome stamp. Isn't he cute? Oh, it's so adorable. All right, put that back. And my next thing is I'm using these round punches, because that makes life easy to just punch that out. And then I'm coming in with the red, the Lovely Lipstick, which, like I said, these colors are retiring. So if you like them, you want to get them now. Okay. Oh, and also the Starburst is retiring if you like the cute little Starburst. So we're just going to put that on like that. We're going to make our taco, make sure that's dry, our taco yellow. Because we can. And see how it doesn't, the black doesn't bleed or run. Yeah, and then, where's my green? Okay, Mr. Green, where'd you go? I just had you. Oh, right in front of me. His lettuce. His lettuce needs to be green. There we go. Not much coloring there. That's why I decided on a red background, because there wasn't much red. So, alrighty, what do we got here? All right, almost done. All right, now let's get these pencils erased. You want a white art eraser. Tombow makes a great, where's my camera? There it is. Turn it around. Tombow makes a great eraser. It's got both sand and rubber. Sand, this side, is great for when you make mistakes. You can okay, stay in the camera. You can erase mistakes because it scratches away the paper. Then this side is for pencil marks. All right, and you just get in there and erase. And kind of use a heavy hand, not too heavy, but you don't want to see, oh goodness, you know what? The yellow is not gonna behave, is it? Ah, oh no. All right, we might have to go back over the yellow because the pencil's not erasing very well. Hold on. It's erasing great from the red and the green. I don't know why it's not coming off of the yellow, but it will. Maybe I used too heavy of a hand. I don't know. Hopefully I can fix that because I really do not want a pencil mark on my yellow lines. Oops. All right. All right, let's see what we can do to fix our problem here. This is the joy of creating. I should have done this before last night. All right, I'm going to go back over it and see if... No, that's not going to help either. Ah, this is so frustrating. Okay. Nope. Well, ladies, we have our first major mistake, and that is pencil mark doesn't come out from underneath yellow. Bah! Try it again. Oh, I'm going to use the sand side. Let's see if the sand side would help. Oh, yeah, that's better. Okay. Okay, it did rub up the paper, but I can go back over that with the yellow. Oh, yay. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm actually sanding away paper. Whoops! Too heavy of a hand there. Yikes, don't do that. Tore the paper right off of there. And this one. Okay, well, I didn't get very much there. Whoops, okay. Whew, I really made a mess of that. Okay, now go back over with your marker and you won't even see the torn paper. Well, you'll see it there. I really tore the paper there. Okay, be careful with the sand eraser. There we go. Okay, that's much better. Whew. Whew. All right, let's finish putting this card together. All right, so those are up on the top. Then I have the bright lemon paper down here at the bottom. And I made it so it went all the way to the edge. So it's 4 1/4 across and 2 3/4 up, because we're right in the center there. And the stripes there didn't quite meet the bottom, but that's okay because I'm using this. Oh, I totally forgot to tell you what we're doing. Okay, here we go. I'm using the sketch. Every card, or most of the cards I'm using, I'm trying to use my sketchbook. So this is sketch number 4. And sketch number 4 is just 2 pieces of designer paper with a stripe across the middle and an image in the center. It's a very simple card. So that's the card we're creating today. I just forgot to tell you. Okay. All right. And then this is going to cover up the lines. There we go. And then just take a pair of snips to trim it so that it is flush against the edge of the card. There we go. And one last piece is Taco Bout. Awesome. Isn't it cute? I love it. And, of course, we're going to pop him up on Pop Dots. There we go. All right, so our biggest thing I want you to remember is when you know you're going to be using yellow ink, either make sure your pencil is so light you could barely see it, or don't put a pencil mark there. The other colors were fine. Talk about awesome. Are you guys awesome? You're awesome, aren't you? Yay. Thanks for joining me this morning. So today was my 5th card in this series. I'm so proud of myself for being consistent. I'm trying to do one every day, and I'm trying to also teach you something, not just make a card, but teach you something. So today I taught you how to make background paper. Of course, like I said, with the pencil situation and the eraser, just be careful if you're using yellow ink. All right, if you've got a specific technique that you would like me to show you how to do, just let me know. You can either put it in the comments or you can email me at Kristina@creatingwithkristina.com. Whatever. I would love to hear from you. And have an awesome rest of your day. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Go have a taco and a margarita if you drink margaritas. Or a, don't drink, Corona beer. Anyways, sorry. That's a bad joke. Love you guys. Bye-bye.